Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hmm. A little laggy.
Shazam!
Fuck. Fuck. Oh boy. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, that's not looking good. Oh no. Please don't let this stream be scuffed. Hold on. Spyro the Dragon. May streaming in the Big 26. It's more likely than you think. What the frug? Hey Madi, hey Spyro. Oh. Hmm. Alright, just gotta... Ugh. Just gonna check my browser. Just gotta... Okay. Ugh. Alright. It isn't looking suffer. What? Huh. It actually doesn't look... It actually doesn't look insufferable. Whoa. Oh, you dorky little goober. Yeah. People finally... People finally are starting to like this character. After the whole she scammed Kave incident. Holy shoot. Okay, and the game's not responding, which is a great start to the stream. Okay, so interesting question. What's your take on how Columbina and the Traveler's friendship is going? I mean, I think it's like a very understandable progression, really. I mean, I don't really get like why people are so mad. Like, yeah, um, the main character is forming a pretty close friendship with the, you know, I guess person that like whose whole arc is just sort of, you know, loneliness, not having a home, and like understanding like how much her friends mean to her. So like obviously, you know, the main character being the one that she's closest with is just it's like why would that not be? I don't know. Just I don't know. I mean, it's more fodder for Aether's harem. Like if you're, you know, one of those people who love the traveler harem thing, but generally speaking, it's I I don't think it's that big a deal. Holy crap. Okay. I think I overestimated my computer a bit. Oh boy. Yeah, I've been slacking on doing Durin's quest. It's because Aether's a guy. They say he has no character, but at the same but then the same could be said for Lumine. It's kind of sad on that end. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like out of the siblings, Aether tends to get the most flack from the fan base. I don't really know. I mean, it could just be people that are just tired of certain Aether fans. Because, like, you know, some Aether fans will go out of their way to say that, like, Lumine is not the main character. Because, hey, she's barely in the promotional material when it's just, like, they're only really doing that for the sake of consistency. Um, wow, this shit's running slow. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Yeah, it's like twins are pretty much the same, aside from like a few minor differences in their mannerisms. With Aether's being more boyish and Lumine's being obviously more femme and girly, but for the most part, they're relatively almost the same person. almost. So I don't know. I hold on, okay. I do wonder what they do for. I do wonder what they do for the anime. They might have to choose. They might have to pick a canon twin. Yeah, man. Like the people that are in the Aether's the main protagonist camp, like the Aether's a true protagonist camp, are not gonna shut up. Like once they, like they're not gonna shut. Okay, I don't think it's necessarily a matter of like. I mean, in anime and like game adaptation, like not everything is going to be like one to like just because something happened in like an anime based off like a game doesn't necessarily mean that it's canon to the game. But I just I just figured that the anime is just going to be like a retelling of like the game and the story, but I don't know. I just say that because like Pokemon, you know. But I think like them choosing a game. I think like just them choosing Aether for the game is just because again like Aether was always the poster boy for most of the advertising. I mean, I did see some fan art for Leeway where Lumine was in the promotional art. For example, like the Fate series. Okay. Hmm. What the fuck, man? That was cringe. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my computer's running on two bubble gums and a stick, two pieces of bubble gum, and a dream. All right. Hopefully, my main plan here is to just like hopefully complete like Leeway Expedition. What the Rinma? What the Rinma? Why? Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah. Holy crap! It's always the geo symbol that takes the longest to load. I can't wait for Aether. I can't wait for Aether to 3 a.m. strike Snezhnaya to take the Saritsa and add her to the harem. That's probably what's gonna happen, especially with like the lore from that one book, Hymns of the Far North. Especially because like okay, it's now speculated that Aether is not Aether, that oh shit, oh shit. It's like
Fuck.
why? Okay, it's now speculated. Oh shit, not Aether, that okay. Okay, okay.
Oh
Well,
shit.
you okay. I'm trying to hide my like UID mostly
Oh
because
shit.
like I don't know. I'm one of the people that like it's like
Fuck.
why okay. It's now speculated. Wow. Okay. Chill stream, game lagging. Can could this be any better? It probably could. Um what's the Columbina? Okay. Yeah, but for real though, they're probably yeah, but for real though like for some reason, like, just a crack theory, I just imagine that. Oh, fuck, I'm reconnecting to the server. Okay. Damn. So this was not a good idea. This was not a good idea. Uh, hmm. Crap. No, but with the lore about like the hymns of the far north, where it's speculated that the third descender was actually the Saritsa's former lover. I don't know. Like I think it's going to be a very similar situation with Columbina, where you know people were expecting this character to be extremely villainous and like uh, antagonistic and vindictive of the traveler, but only for her to be like chill. No pun intended, but like for her to be chill. Okay. All right. All right. Since we stopped with the bullshit, let's play some. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is actually killing me. And it's like we're on the lowest resolution settings. I don't know what else this game wants from me. Bro, I can't even pause I can't even pause the dumbass game. I can't even pause the dumbass game. Oh my god. We are at the lowest graphics possible. I don't know. Quality setting. Okay. Lowest. I'm talking like low. Like low. Low. Like extremely low. Crowd density, low. Subsurfacing, off. Like I mean low. Like I mean low.
First, I mark up the price by 30%, and then I offer a 20% discount.
The game wants
More
you to
for
make you
me
look bad.
and the
Ooga
customer.
booga, scary mask. I don't know. I don't know. That has to be it. Yeah. Okay. Ever since I got, yeah, I'll be completely honest with you. I am like one of those people that could like pull for the character on the banner and still struggle with it, mostly because just my builds are just that. Just my builds are that down horrendous. And it sucks because like I've been spending, I don't know, the past month getting what I thought would have been pretty okay stats on this bitch, but friendship level 3. Yeah. I mean, I switched out the flower. I switched out the flower just to like okay, I think the problem with like this build is just that it's just low on attack because you know, there are some times where I do like 30 to 40k, which you know, is a lot, but isn't really what I want. I'm a casual, so I don't know how to build. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I was just sort of hoping that hey, this is a plunging attack abyss, and that you know I could at the very least like maybe get some hope, or like maybe have like some hope of like actually, you know, well not 36 starring, no, but like 33 stars. You know, maybe getting like 33 stars with like more ease this time around. Yeah. Yeah, but speaking of which, I'm actually going back and leveling up traveler cons. Not traveler cons, traveler kits. Recently I just maxed out Geo Traveler, so the only two other kits that are left are Hydro and Dendro. I'm gonna do Hydro next because that is like freaking cars in the background. Because after that, that's because Hydro is like more leveled up than Dendro. It it'll be funny to see the Isra family reunion to see Vendi Zabai teasing each other. Who's getting jacked? I don't freaking know. Oh my god. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Hey, the game's actually running decently now. Alright, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch Farina for Kachina.
Oh, yay! Okay, let's go!
Oh my god, Kachina, don't do this. It was a simple team swap. Yeah. Though honestly, looking back on it, some of the prior Traveler, though looking back on it, I feel like some of the Traveler kits get a bit like too much slander. Like I don't think Electro Traveler is as bad as people say. It's just, you know, the cooldown. I think most people just don't really like Electro Traveler because of the cooldown and like the freaking energy requirements. Oh, that was not hard. Swear to God, if it's just, swear to God, if it's just a fetch quest of chests, then I'm actually gonna. Okay. What? speaking, you jinxed it. Speaking of Traveler, thoughts on their new outfits. Oh my goodness, my thoughts on their new outfits. So, I have like a fan account for like Aether and Lumine on Twitter, where right now like the only thing that the only thing I really do on that account is just like you know days until Pyro Traveler's voice lines are in the game because believe it or not like the the Pyro Traveler's voice lines are still like not in the game. At least for English. Like their combat voice lines for English. But bro, seeing those outfits was like so euphoric because it's like they not only switched color palettes, but they also switched certain design elements, right? So elements. So okay, you don't really get a clear view here. Oh shit. So like, the elemental, like the thing like around Lumine's waist area, like that's on Aether now. And along with Lumine's skin having larger um like elemental glowy bits like Aether does. Like that's so cool. As well as the fact that like it's really making me notice a few things like about I don't know the travelers. Like in like Lumine's skin has the braid and like Aether has the braid. And it's like I don't know, it's like giving me goosebumps just like thinking about it, but I feel like the reason why their traveler outfits now are like swapped because it's like after their world got fucked up, like they became their only family left. So like, you know what? They decided to like, wear traveler outfits based off each other to sort of remind each other that hey, you're the one that I love and respect the most. And it's like their swords don't match their constellations either, you know. Because Aether's constellation has the crescent, but Lumine's sword, her original sword, has the crescent. Lumine's constellation is just like a normal pointed star. Hold on. Yeah, it's like a normal pointed star, but like Aether's sword is a normal pointed star. So either it's either just like a switch of combat roles, but it's them paying an homage of each other. It's like, it's like even when they're separated, it's like, okay, we're not with Aether now, but like our whole outfit right now is like a piece of him, which I just love that so much. And like it makes that bit of dialogue in Ayaka's story quest where Traveler refuses to like get a kimono custom made for themselves. It's like, yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, like you could say that's the devs being lazy, but it's also just like, bro, like I'm wearing like aspects of my sibling. Like I don't want to throw that away. Like especially not on a journey when I'm looking for them. So hold on. Um, I prefer Animo Traveler. It's my fave element, though I only used Animo, Geo, and Electro. Yeah. Are we not? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, even in the beginning of the game, I never really separated myself from Animo Traveler a whole lot. I don't know, I sort of did what a lot of new players do and just like have Traveler like in the team no matter what. And it's like for the longest time I just had a team of like Shangling, Diona, and Noelle and Traveler. And it's like it was awesome. It's my favorite thing to do with Traveler was just like pyro swirls. Like Animo Traveler, just like pyro swirls. It's like Palm Vortex, it's like the Animo skill, it just tickles your brain. Just something about it just tickles your brain. Just like pulling the enemies in and just watching them just fly back. It is like it is so fun. Though Geo Traveler like has some like unique quirks too. Like I saw Sars Blammo, who's like, you know, a traveler main. You know, as much as I like Sars Blammo's videos, like you know, his Pyro Traveler video kind of pissed me off a little bit because it's mostly just like him complaining about the quest. I mean, obviously, like he's entitled to not like it if he didn't, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Sars Blammo is kind of like me, you know. He was only there for Pyro Traveler and just like dip, and he probably saw the leaks about their conversion, so you know he was probably disappointed about that when it didn't come to fruition. What the fuck? Did bro just? No, he didn't. He couldn't have. Have you ever? Okay. Thoughts on my idea of Zabai being a caretaker for Bina due to her past with the Moon Sisters? That that could be an idea. Have you ever played Kenshi? No, I've never heard of Kenshi. Though I'll be completely honest, I kind of skipped over the Zabai stuff. Okay, look, I understand. I understand that she's probably like a very lore relevant character. I get that. But, you know, I'm worried that I'm probably going to like her too much. I mean, okay, well, not that. No, I'm just like not really interested in just like, you know, pulling for more characters. So, yeah, I'm just sort of like avoiding that. But I don't know. Iwa and like Zabai, they look pretty cool. Okay, bro.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Yeah, you burn and learn the consequences of your actions.
Is this an answer from this world?
Though Zabai being Columbina's caretaker is like kind of it's a pretty wholesome idea. Ooh, one of these things. Okay. I'm not sure if I already unlocked the chest for this. It's frustrating that Kachina's thing doesn't
I'll
work
keep
on
this
these.
close.
It's frustrating that Turbo Twirly doesn't work on these things. If it doesn't break it, my god. Though I'm surprised that Kachina is like deemed as like useless as people say she is, because honestly I think because like Kachina hasn't exactly done anything to carry my account specifically, but I don't know, I don't know, I think that she has like uses. I think that she has like some use. As like the best part about her is like you don't even need to like fully invest in her just for the sake of just, you know, just for the sake of you know, having a pretty good buffer. I mean, she's free, so she has that over Zalonin, plus like no real need of like investment for value. Why do people hate her? I don't know. Kachina's P fun. It doesn't. You're telling me Baron Bunny works, but that contraption doesn't? Yeah, I think, okay, it's a matter of hitbox with, like, the Geo things. Yeah, I'm streaming. Hey, Levy. Venti. Yeah, Kachina's awesome. Yeah, Kachina's so sweet. Silkflower. Yeah, though I really don't know. I'm just bumming around. Alright. Alright. Exploration process. If the map wants to load. 91. Okay. We spent 30 minutes just fucking yapping. Another cannonball. Another water thing. What the fuck? Oh no. Hold on. Whoa. I do kind of hate how they quickly drop the Traveler being Kachina's. Yeah. Leve. Levy. Oh, okay. Okay, Levy.
I just saw a
Wait.
brick that wasn't properly stacked. What should I do?
OCD much?
Now it feels like there's a little saurian scratching away inside my chest.
That's called OCD, Kachina. I think so. I do kind of hate. Yeah.
Now that is why I came to Liyue.
Yeah. I mean, I did find it, like, kind of wholesome. But also, like, Natlan was also just sort of, like, them getting the ball rolling and, like, Traveler being, I don't know, worthy of their glaze, I think. Just, like, outside of, I don't know. Just sort of, like, outside of just, like hearsay, I guess. I mean, okay, Traveler is a pretty dependable character. How was my day? It was, pretty good. Yeah. That was pretty good. Okay. But, yeah, I do like how, now in the recent cutscenes, like, Traveler is actually, like, you know, they're using their elements and, you know, they're actually exploring more of their, I'm glad to hear that, thank you. They're actually using, like, more of their arsenal. I don't know, just, like, something about that just, like, bothered me that, like, they just don't, like, really, like, use their arsenal.
Off we go.
I mean, with the Arlecchino thing, it's like, okay, I can excuse that because, okay, that's them holding back, you know. He probably doesn't really, like, want to severely... He probably doesn't really, like, want to severely, like, hurt, their friend's, caretaker, right? Because, you know, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are their friends, and it's like, I don't think that, like, the Traveler would likes the idea of, like, hurting their family all that bad. But also, I do think that, like... I was never in the camp of people that the elements were the Traveler's original power, right?
Is this an answer from this world?
Because, like, how is power that's original to you come from a world that you've admitted that you are not from? Oh. Huh. Crystallized shields breaking can also break ore. Neat. So I thought, like, their power at the beginning of the game was, like not a light element and just something just innate to them.
Right.
I even theorized that, like, hey, you know, maybe Aether and Lumine are Valkyries and they just, like, wield imaginary. But I don't know. That theory could easily be disproven, like, once the new update comes out, which I'm so excited for, by the way. But yeah, I think the reason why they, like, never really use their elemental powers is because it's, like, they just saw it as, like, a temporary thing that, like, they're probably not really going to use ever again, like, after they leave Tavad, and just, like, you know, as soon as they get their original powers back, like, well, what, I mean, like, what's the point of, like, having this?
A reward on the road.
Alright, I think that's why people hate it so much outside of the fan service and Nation of Dance criticism. Now Traveler's important and they can't mock them as inserts anymore. I need to note, damn, I need to take note of that interaction. 9 days till Luna 4. When is Lumine and Aether going to become canon? JK. I don't know. It was always canon in your heart. It was always canon in our hearts. I'm so excited for this year's Lancer, right? New Traveler outfits and getting Columbina. Yes! Yeah. Yeah, I already... Yeah, I already pre-farmed a bit, just to... I already pre-farmed a bit just to... You know... in theory, get Columbina's talents to, like, I don't know, level 8-ish, but I might be short on Mora because that takes, like, what? Because, like, the Mora investment? Like, 4.
Starfall!
Oh. Jesus Christ. Wow, okay, okay, this fully this fully leveled up normal attack is not a joke. Especially not with Shiori's sword.
A reward on the road.
Alright, thank God that the compass is actually working this time. Unless we're no longer in Guaying Plains. Oh, that dumb clinker. Yeah. Columbina sniped all the lunar reactions from Trav. Yeah. That's why they don't give Traveler enemy to Upspeller so hard. I'm quite low on resources for building other characters recently. I'm just recently starting to build back up on Mora. I think a Traveler Columbina Zabai team could be pretty well. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Oh, Geo. Come on, I don't even get to use my full attack string on you. Yep, just Lumine taking on 4 big black Hilichurls on her own.
Is this an answer from this world?
Alright. I feel like I saw you play before. It might be Mandela. I have never played Genshin Impact on stream before. This is actually my first time actually doing that. But though, Autumn Plains, you were here back when I like played Yandere Simulator. Or no, I think you're talking about the time I watched the 5.7 live stream. I think you're talking about the time I watched the 5.7 live stream. Oh no. Okay. Also, what do you think of the theories of Paimon being either Asmodee, the Heavenly Principles, or the Traveler's original element? That third one I've never heard before. That third one, actually, I think I've heard something pretty similar to that, to like the third one. Like, I remember seeing a video, like saying, like, hey, Traveler and Paimon are basically like, Focalor and Farina, and like, Traveler is just like the unadulterated like human aspect, whereas Paimon is just like the divinity. You wanna know what's wild? You know, it's wild like that. It's wild like the amount of like similarities that like Steven Universe, like the character Steven Universe and Farina have.
Maybe I wasn't meant for
Okay.
this world.
Okay. No. Oh my fucking gosh. Okay, I'm getting cooked.
That really hurt!
No. Okay. Alright, Yeah, but, I mean, I don't really like the idea of Paimon being, like, Osmodee. I mean, I do find the idea of, like, Paimon, like, being, like, an aspect that helps drive the story along, a bit more than just, oh, hey, you know, all this time, you know, I knew where your sibling was, and I was just waiting for you. I was just waiting to betray you. Like, that's sort of, like, people theorize that at day one. And it's like, I'm not saying that, like, it would have been it would have been a bad reveal, but more like, I don't know. I'd prefer it not.
Starfall!
Don't freeze me, don't freeze me. Okay, bro.
Drop!
No, get on the boat, get on the stinking boat.
Yeah.
What the? How are... You didn't die? What? You didn't die from that?
Drop!
Most people wouldn't really be alive anymore after
Is
taking
this
an explosion
an answer
point blank
from
to the
this world?
face. I'm just saying. The freeze mechanic on your own characters is so annoying. Yep. Paimon is Paimon. I mean, yeah, that's a story I like more. Do you find it odd that she isn't in the promotional art? I didn't really notice it. I didn't really notice it until like I watched Murder of Crows' video on it. Like, I find it so strange. Like, I was secretly hoping that she would like be the missing moon. Like, people were theorizing that before. Gotta love video game logic. Okay. Why do people hate Veressa so much? It's literally fan service, despite it being based on luchadors. These people wouldn't survive Attitude Era, ruthless aggression, WWE if so. Paimon is connected to Celestia. Isn't that revealed yet? I mean, there are some aspects of her design where it's like, I mean, yeah, you can see the correlations. Like, the trims on like the end of her boots sort of look like divine nails. Yeah. Also, she has like the star and like, yeah, as well as like the Quapetra. It's like there literally isn't a character that looks like Paimon, except for like maybe some of that, maybe for some of the Heavenly Principles. Okay. No, we were not at Bijouat Plain. No, we were not. Yeah, the hatred on that one character was, like, really dumb. I don't know. I mean, the one and only criticism that I had about Veressa was just sort of her color palette. I like pastel color palettes, but, like, hearing that she was from the Collective of Plenty... Yeah, the Collective of Plenty. Like, I don't know, I was a bit thrown off that she didn't really have any purple in her color palette, say except for, like, her Night Soul effect. You know, her Night Soul effect has purple, but, you know. Kachina and Zalonin look pretty similar, you know? So I was just sort of expecting some design overlap. But then again, Auroron and Sitlali have some, like, color overlap, like, black with, like, you know, blue and like pink and or purple. So, you know, I was sort of like, because she just looks like a pastel version of like a flower feather clan member. You know, the pinks and blues could just be like a pastel version of like the reds and blues of the flower feather clan, Chaska's clan. But then again, she still looks cute. But then again, like, on second thought, the color palette is, like, a very superficial thing to, like, nitpick at in terms of, like, the culture aspect of, like, a character design. Because, like, yeah, she's based off of, like, Luchador, and, like, the Collective of Plenty is, like, the tribe that, like, that's into heavy lifting, bodybuilding, and, you know, wrestling. So, obviously, you know. So obviously, like, getting that part across that, hey, she's from that tribe that represents this is, you know, a bit more important. Ooh, Dragon's Mine. I love Veressa. The hate was so forced. Yeah, yeah. I really do hate like forced hate towards characters. I feel like her. I really like her pastel colors. Then there's Maoika hate. Called her bland only because she was a perfectionist for her people and is confident in appearance. I mean, someone literally made a Twitter post, talking about all like the subtle ways like Maoika like expresses her self doubt and like her insecurities. It's like she doesn't like say it outright. Like there's not a scene of her like bawling her eyes out, but like in the fight, like in the cinematic where she's fighting Shibalanke. I mean, I talked about it in my Natlin's good video, but you know, she shoves her insecurities aside because she has a job to do. It's like and it fits with like Genshin's paradoxical writing. It's like, yeah, we have all these characters that are gods, but they have their flaws. But we have the one human god. Farina technically doesn't count. Farina doesn't really count. Like we have the one human Archon, and she's the most godly out of all of them. No, Blank, I don't want you to join my fucking world. These people wanted Maoika to be Farina Mach 2, not understanding Maoika as a different character to Farina. Yeah. I think the only character I don't like too much in both character and ability is probably Mona. I like her design though. Varessa wasn't planned. She was like Emily and created towards the end of the region. I don't really think video game development works like that. Like, yeah, just because a character doesn't necessarily have like any story development doesn't necessarily mean that they like weren't planned. I mean, they weren't planned into the main story, yeah, but like with a game like Genshin, like I feel like characters are planned like months in advance before they like get into the final game. Though the Emily hate really pissed me the fuck off. That was the first time I think I've seen like so much forced hatred from the Genshin community ever. Because Emily was not badly designed. She was no.
Explore the area ahead of us later.
She is Asmodee. She is Asmodee. Holy fuck. I actually agree there. Yeah. It's a live service game. They make things as they go. Yes, most of us have played in 3 months, but not years. Yeah. Bro, rage quit. Just to do that. Mid-fly, only for her to do that stupid shit. Damn, like, where is the fucking... I refuse to believe that there aren't any more chests around this area. I don't know, maybe there might be some hidden chests that I might have to look online for. I mean, I can always just do... Though, okay. Leveling up Geo Traveler has to be is sort of a mind fuck, because what do you mean that their normal... First of all, we shouldn't even be, like, re-leveling their normal attack to begin with, but, like, why did their normal attack require materials from the Mondstadt domain? Why? Why? And, like, why do their materials require, like artifacts that you can only get days in between each other? Like, different days of the week type shit. There's, like, all this energy and they're still ass in terms of gameplay. Like, I understand, like, if Traveler was, like, widely deemed, like, a double SSSSS support, like, throughout all their kits, but, like, I really don't understand the purpose in, like, making people, like, do all these things for Traveler. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but, Oh, what the heck? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Her banner was dead on arrival. The reason people don't like Emily is because Burning isn't popular and she came right before Natlin release. Yeah. I'm more or so indifferent to her. I had the idea of the world of ReZero being merged with Tay-Fat. I wonder how that would turn out. I actually want to watch ReZero. I've heard a lot of interesting stuff about it. I don't mind Emily. I think I prefer her concept design more than the original. It's definitely is not bad. Yeah. Uh, to be frank, I was early game, so I might, I might, so that might be why. It was early game, so that might be why. Didn't have a formula. Okay. Yeah. And it's like, and her rerun, and, whoa, and her rerun, okay. Her rerun was with an Archon. Her rerun was with Malwika. It's like, who are most people gonna pull for? bro, imagine, like, I heard about, like, the Yoimiya banner curse, right? Like, I'm new to the fan base. I'm not new. I've been here for, like, 2 years. But, like, I've heard of the Yoimiya banner curse. Bro, if Emily becomes, like, the modern day Yoimiya, just, like, in terms of, like, banner kits, and she's just, like, rerunning with Archons, like, that would... that would be crazy. Though, it's kind of sad that... It's honestly sad that... Like, you know... They have this one character that they drop, but then just, like, you know... They just completely abandoned. Though, okay. Okay, character archive. Don't show my UID anywhere else, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill somebody. Yeah, okay. I unfortunately, got the mannequins. Well, not unfortunately. What the fuck? Ugh. Yep, that's me. Yep, wielding the deathmatch. And this was supposed to be my OC, but the character customization options are trash. A vast majority of the characters, like, they do get some, like, relevant story content later on. Right? Like, okay, well, I guess except for Gaming. Actually, well, no. I think... Did you see him again in, like, the previous Lantern Ride? I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, like, Escoffier, like, we haven't seen Escoffier in a while, but even she was in the recent event. But it's like, Emily is just, like, completely erased from time. Actually, like, Dahlia's been in, like, an, okay, no, I was about to say, well, what was Dahlia thing, but he's been in a WhatsApp. That chewing is fucking loud. Okay. What event? Like, the event with, like, with Knitch, like, coming to Fontaine, like, tracking down, like, the thing. Well, she wasn't in the main story, but just, like, in the minigame aspect of the event. Was in the event. Yeah. Dahlia eating ASMR. Yeah, that was a year. What the fuck? Okay.
Relax.
Did you see the... Yeah, I saw the hate. Yeah, I saw the hate on Emmy. That's wild. On having voice lines and blamed it on Aether mains when I saw them celebrating those lines. What? Did you see the hate on and harassment on Emmy and God for having the voice lines and people blamed it on their mains when I saw them celebrating the lines? Dude, I really don't like just let just let Aether have stuff, man. Just let Aether freaking have stuff, man. I kid you not, I still haven't opened up Millie Astro Wonderland. That's fair. It sounds legit like it's putting a mouth up against the mic while recording. Genshin needs to have triple banners like Triple Star Rail. I honestly kind of like the single banner system because you know what's gonna happen, like there's gonna be a day where like a 5-star I want is just like on all 3 banners, which is gonna be like all 3 of those banners. Like 5 stars I want is just gonna be on all 3 of those banners. I really wish that they had like I was really hoping for like a Mondstadt Chronicle this patch because you know they're going back and buffing the old units, so I just sort of thought, okay, they're gonna rerun the Mondstadt Chronicle, right? They never did. It's like now I just have a bunch of like artifacts that, honestly, I pre-farmed for Klee just like a little bit. Is it weird that like all the DPS characters that I want is like Pyro? Like okay, like okay. Online, I tend to say that my favorite element is Geo because, you know, Geo gets a lot of flack, but, you know, and honestly for good reasons, but like I love the character, so you know what? I'm a defend Geo and for the sake of being contrarian and for the sake of just having someone to just step up. But honestly, like when you have characters like Klee, like Yoimiya, and like Maoika, and maybe Alice, Pyro Trapper, like, and Arlecchino, like, and Gaming, who's like, who obviously is unleveled on my account, but is like really fun to play. You kind of, you kind of start to develop like an interest in like, Pyro as an element. Yeah. I'm in a well main, so I totally feel that. And Dea. Pyro is meant to be the DPS element along with Electro, the most offensive element. Geo can be pretty fun for defense. It's been too long for 6 characters. I'm legit surprised Mondstadt Chronicle didn't rerun this patch. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I get that specific elements tend to have, specific, attributes associated to them, like separate, like specific tides associated. Holy fucking shit. I understand that each element sort of has its thing going on, right? Like Pyro is like defensive, like Dendro is like reliant on reactions, and I'm gonna explore Fontaine instead. Like and Hydro is more associated with healing, right? But it's definitely not limited to that, right? Like it's like yeah, Pyro's the DPS element, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like it's the only DPS element. I mean, like a non like I'm just waiting until we get like a standard issue like Pyro healer. Like I understand that there's Bennett and he has his buff, but I'm pretty sure his healing stops at like a certain percentage if I'm not mistaken or something. And plus it's like tied to his burst, which with how most people build Bennett, I don't know, tends not to be a problem. But like it shouldn't really be. But it's like, you know, it shouldn't take this long for us to get like, you know, a specific niche of character that honestly probably should have existed like long ago. I have Noelle triple clowned? Yeah. Fuck yeah. And Dea, yeah. I words what are they? I use Dea mainly because she's kind of broken early game. True. Nope. Not the only but the most common. Vaporize and Melt are just powerful. They're exceptions, just like how Geo's defensive, but we have Navia. Yeah, it stops at a certain amount. I'd say maybe at like 80 or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's popular. Wait, don't tell me this is the place with that one thing. I really hope it's not. I faintly remember there being like a thing from like a world quest that nearly like kept nearly killing me, but I don't know. Give me your skin. Yeah, like there was I think a local legend-ish where like you were swimming around it and oh my god, please don't be that guy. Okay. Uh what the fuck was that? Okay. Yee! It's following me. Okay. Alright. 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 Okay. 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 Alright, you know what? I love how we're just like making absolutely no progress on like exploration and it's just me yapping about certain shit. Yeah, I think that was the crab. Yeah. Uh Hu Tao is the best selling banner of all time. Yeah, even after all this time. Like it's crazy to think that like a character from like years ago. I mean, okay, yeah, like yeah, there's Fischl, Bennett, and like Shinsho, but like a 5-star like DPS character all this time, like is like people are still recommending her. I mainly use Genshin interactive map. I would use the interactive map, but like my computer's a bag of potatoes.
Duh.
Hmm. Yeah, Chi-Chi's not Chi-Chi. Shangling's back from the dead. Yeah. I think Cat Tiffs wanted to friend you. Maybe I think Cat Tiffs wanted to friend you. Maybe you could have people help you explore. Yeah, but the problem with that is like just online stuff. I'm still currently in Fontaine Archon quest, but I've encountered 2 different crab local legends. To be fair, some of that was probably tech Tom. Speaking of the choir, I have a Chromebook, so I use Xbox for Genshin. Oh, cool. My back is starting to hurt. My back is starting to hurt. This is a gaming chair, by the way. Yeah. Masuki's story quest really showed me how fun Electro Traffic could be. It's like yeah, once you're actually just like able to just like continuously just keep going with like
What's the occasion?
what's the word, son? I think Chevros would do more damage if she was in this team, but oh wait, no. Come on, Auron. Don't do this. Okay. Chevros is unbuilt. Okay. Mainly because I just normally just don't really use Electrocharge anymore. Not Electrocharge, Overload. And Overload is like one of the and Overload's like one of the like more fun reactions, I feel like. Okay. Kanazuki. I think I rage quitted when it came to like exploring like one of the isles in Inazuma. Overload is busted early game, yeah. I hope they do a Aether versus A justice that has to end season 1. I, I don't know. Like, oh, redacted. Okay. Um, I don't know. Like, I sort of view Genshin like having like seasons, right? Like every 3 nations is like a season. Like not for the anime, but just like in my mind, just like headcanon. Mostly just because of just like how different things feel like by the time we get to Sumeru. Like like mostly just like how like the story changes and like, you know, the technology in Tevat's becoming like more involved with like the world. So I've always like interpreted in like in my mind's eye that like Mondstadt through Liyue, no, Mondstadt through Inazuma is like season 1, whereas uh I don't freaking know. Sumeru through Natlin is season 2, and like Notcry through Snezhnaya and like Conria will be like season 3. I was like that's just sort of like my headcanon and just like how I like order the game. Though I do get why people hate exploring Inazuma so much. Like it wasn't like exploring Inazuma is like an actual pain. Yeah, especially with these. Especially with these. Like I did not. Oh boy. Okay.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh shit. Okay. You're still there? Yeah.
Take this.
Yeah, it's moments like these, like, I'm mad that they removed, like, the passive that lets them, like, the passive that lets Traveler, like, you know, use an elemental strike, like, their last, like, in the last string of their normal attack. Where did Bro even go? Oh, there he is. It's like now they're updating, like, I'm assuming that they're updating his charge attacks across not just his. I'm assuming they're updating like their charge attacks across all elements, but like
A reward on the road.
you can't just give them an infusion. Well, not an infusion, a conversion for all of them, or just like make it so that like the end of the attack string elemental application is just for like more attacks than just the last one. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Alright, so bro wants to piss me off. Alright, bro.
I have high hopes for this journey.
When do you think Venti Act 2 appears? Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of, like, Act 2s that I feel like are a bit long overdue.
Time to broaden our horizons again.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all Archons have an Act 2. I mean, Farina should have had, like, her Act 2, like, a while ago. I mean, okay, well, she's not. Okay, she's technically not really an Archon anymore, but Ganyu Act 2, yeah. I really hope he gets an Act 2, yeah. And each region, Inazuma, in terms of geography, makes sense, yeah. RGB, like, Season 1. But in gameplay, it's ass, yeah. Yeah. Wait, what? Malika should have her act 2 soon. Yeah, and like yeah, I feel like Malika having an act 2 would definitely make some of will make some of the subtext that a lot of people missed like more obvious. It's like they always like choose to fight everything. Like anything that can like breathe or something like it's just their target.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Truly an extra slice of joy.
All right, where is the oculi? Okay. I should. Let's see. Oh no, it's another one of these brain busters.
The show begins! Committed to memory.
Lightning slash!
Oh fuck, okay. Oh, lightning.
This isn't over.
No, don't kill me.
This will end you.
It woulda.
Keep I'm ready.
Jesus Christ.
Strike a pop!
This way, Turtle.
You win.
These sword moves don't even make sense. I don't know, dude. Like once you start watching, I feel like Cell Sword Arts, you know, those two guys that like make videos about sword moves, you just kind of start nitpicking like everything just sword related in Genshin Impact. Like, why is the Traveler spinning in their normal attack? They shouldn't be doing that. That'll get them killed. That'll get them killed in a non-fantasy sword fight. Oh, what? Stream buffering? Oh, no. The original storyline was Traveler getting the Gnosis, but who knows if they'll incorporate that back in. Heck, their Act 2 can be Piera against the Saritsa. Ooh. Okay. Really hope he gets an Act 2. Mom, we can shot. Heck, her Act 2 can be... Yeah. Okay, at least I'm not the only one experiencing stream buffering problems. Fucking hell. No. And I thought we were doing so well. And here I thought, hey, we're doing so well. Thought that was on my end. And here I thought we were doing so well. Here I thought we were making progress and we were moving on with our lives. And that our lives have gotten so much better than... Holy fuck. Okay. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. You know, truly I should prefer to be chill. Okay. Alright. Alright. Since we stopped doing that, that'll get them killed. Well. And here I thought, hey, we're doing so well. Thought that was on my end. And here I thought we were doing so well. Okay. Here I thought we were making progress and we were moving on with our lives. And that our lives
Shower me
have
with
gotten so much
praise.
better than... Holy fuck. Okay. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah. I gave Farina the the not cry sword because I'm not fishing. I am not fishing. I am not playing fish for hours. Oh my god, that's another one of these. Is there not an electron this time? Okay, bro. All right. Let's just hope we get them all in time. Oh. Start. Yes. What the f... Okay. I pressed spacebar. Now we're behind. Ah! Time trials, where I don't have any way of cheesing through it. Alright. We made it. Sometimes whenever I let my characters free fall, I always underestimate, like, the distance from the ground.
A reward on the road.
And I end up letting my characters, like, fall to their deaths. I just love doing time trials. AL nailed. Yeah. You thought you were scared. Moving on. It was going so well. Who are you pulling for, and how much pulls do you have? In the next patch, I, along with many others, will be pulling for Columbina, and currently I have, and the game is not responding. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. And I currently have 116 pulls with about 50 pity. Yeah. I have 116 pulls with like 50 pity.
Everybody stand.
I got a little greedy and kept trying to like pull for like Eon-san's Bro, get back here.
Bellowing thunder. Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
Yeah. I kept getting greedy and trying to like pull for Eon-san's C6. I have her at C5. It's like all the characters on the banner are just I feel like are good characters to have like at C6. Like at C6. Like I'm tempted to, but nah.
Lucky day.
Shower me with your...
Mystery a little. Sharing my knowledge.
Sharing my knowledge. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Take this. Yeah. Ha.
How's that?
Yeah.
Is this
An answer from this world?
What the fuck? I'm pulling for a new Violette. I'm on 0 pity, 50-50, and 25 pull save. Wow, that would be insane luck. Saved up. If I get him early weapon. Where's it by? Okay. I think Columbina might supplement Hu Tao and pulls might supplant Hu Tao and pulls considering how broken she is concerning how well she's been characterized in waifu. Yeah. I have only like 40 pulls and 36 pity because I got Durin and Venti's new signature recently. Damn. Call him Peanut Simp. Okay. Verena is my only limited 5-star I have constellations for. Yeah. The only limited 5-star I have constellations for is Emily. I have her C1 and her weapon. Though part of it's just like me being contrarian.
May I present? Lightning slash! Thunderclap! Yeah!
Yeah.
A reward on the road.
A reward on the road? Prepare to be blown.
Though sometimes I... Wow, all of them just missed. Yeah. Though, okay, does anyone in chat have a character that they've really been looking to use, but they just, like, never have been? They just, like, never properly built them? Because, like, I've been looking to use, because I've been wanting to use Genshin for the better part of a while now. But I got Llama and Durin around like 40 pity. Being that lucky is just worrying for me. Upcoming luck. Tainari. I've been lucky winning mostly 50-50s recently. I've been really worried on lucking out on Colomina. Honestly, they should make a second unlimited 5-star banner right now. Yeah. Tainari. 4-star, probably Lynette. I don't find her worth building unless she's C6. I mean, it's a turret of like, I mean, you get like a turret of like elemental damage, but every time I don't see an Oculus, like my first instinct is just like look up, because what are the odds that like the Oculus is just on the ground? I thought that was a bug. Oh no. Yeah, I think maybe my sensitivity's out of whack. I don't know. Okay. Oh, so it's there. Okay. I think I passed it. Do I have enough to give to the... No, I don't. C0 Sucrose does everything Lynette does, but better, so there isn't much incentive. I don't know what my pity is. I can 100% relate to that. There's definitely a good few characters I've been wanting to build for a while. Yeah. Who do you think would be on the second unlimited 5-star? Maybe, ooh, like another standard banner. I'm surprised that. No, wait. Is Ganyu on that banner? She should be. Is Ganyu on the first? Wait. No, I was thinking of Kaching. Okay. But yeah, definitely like some old characters like Ganyu and or like Singsha. Not Singsha. Whoops, Ganyu and Shinha. Yeah. I just forgot. Yeah, I just forgot like the characters on there for a moment. Oh well. Worship statue. 5 of 5. So, I'm not sure if anyone else has like encountered this dilemma. Okay. Real quick. I'm not sure if anyone else has encountered this dilemma, like when, you know, exploring the fiery depths of like Natlin, right? But so recently, I got, like, my statue in Natlin, like, 100%, right? And, I submitted all the Oculi that I could find. The Abyss Order, the Abyss Mages that run amok in many places are skilled in the language of the Hilichurls and are able to control them and use them for their own whims. This makes them very dangerous indeed. Honestly, I think a group of like anorexic people would be more dangerous than a Electro in real life. But back what I was saying, I fully maxed out my statue for Natlin, and like I 100% in Natlin, like obviously. But if it will load, I found a problem. I still have 2 Inoculus to be found. Really? I just realized I said 2 Cryo characters. Cryo Curse is real. There still isn't a Geo character on the standard banner. I feel like the standard banner needs a Geo character. And as much as I loved Shiori, like when she first came out, like she's my first 5-star. Though I kinda get why people don't really like her. My Mondstadt and Liyue statue are the only ones currently maxed out, but Inazuma and Sumeru are close. Yeah, same here. Yeah. I think Natlin was like the first or second. I don't know. I was really locked in with Natlin specifically. But come on, Lane. Come on, Lane. Game, load, please. Don't do this. Lumine, stop climbing. Stop climbing. You're not a monkey. You actually have privilege. You're white passing and you would not get pulled over by the cops. McDonald's Wi-Fi. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. No, wait. I was gonna resonate with Pyro. Yeah, tell me why I have the statue maxed out, but I still have like 1 more Pyroculus left to give. I still have 1 Pyroculus left to give. I got Shiori, but not by choice. I got her Wish when I was going for Kokomi. I did eventually get Kokomi, but it took so much. There's 1 extra in each region. That's okay. Huh. 1 extra in each region. Okay, now I actually want to like get the extra. Now I actually want to get like the extra oculi in each region. It probably won't be special. I mean, it probably won't really be used anywhere else, but like, imagine if it was. Holy crap! And my game is actually starting to. And my game's actually starting to shit itself. Yet once again. Okay. You know what? I think now's a good place to end the stream. Like everything's starting to get laggy. Like, yeah, I know that we barely did much of anything, but at the same time, I'm starting to get sweaty. I'm starting to get sweaty and my back's hurting. Yeah. Tainted Blood. What the fuck? Monolith Fragment. It might be used as a key somewhere in the future, like a specific Archon quest item. Maybe. Yeah, I was confused about the Spare Oculi back then too, lol. Yeah. What the fuck? My favorite thing after like getting Pyro Traveler was just like using them on the weekly boss, because like, you know, that's one of the only places where they're like actually like OP. Like, I don't know, like the weekly boss restrictions for Traveler, like I kind of get it, you know, because okay, when you have something like this, you know, the flaming waves. Alright. Okay, when you have, like, the flaming waves, like, from their normal and charged attacks, along with their conversion, along with the tap version of their skill, and like eventually the buffed charged attack. That's a lot of pyro that I don't even think that like 2 Hydro characters could keep up with, right? But at the same time, um, like, you know, they have healing in like the boss fight with Gyoizathod, right? So I don't know. It just, it's like they have additional crits, like off of virtue of just being there and showing up. Like, it's just so stupid. It's fine. I had a nice time either ways. Why not Shao Sino and Navia for the second standard banner? Navia for the second standard is a bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah. I think it would be wise to end the stream here because yeah, we didn't really do much of anything, but other than just like yap for 40 minutes, or other than just like yap for an hour straight, which good stream. Good stream, but you know, yeah. Yeah, hopefully by next stream we can actually like make some freaking progress other than just like me giving my thoughts on certain shit. But yeah. It's almost been an hour and a half. Yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope you guys like really enjoyed the stream. Yeah, thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem. It's because she had the power lent from the 6th hero when she was facing the box. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. And see you guys next time. Yeah, blah 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 blah.